Was injured on the job in Lafayette.
I'm attorney Gordon McKernan. No matter where or how you're injured here in Acadiana, your local hometown attorneys are ready to fight for you.
My local hometown attorneys got it done.
Just call us. Get it done. New year means new deals at Boardwalk.
Reclining sofa or love seat, your choice of color, $888 tax-free. A wingback rocker recliner in your choice of color, $688 tax-free. A queen Restonic memory foam mattress for $750 tax-free. And children's rockers and recliners starting at $140 tax-free.
And don't forget, take up to 12 months interest-free at board lawns of Crowley, Jennings, and Marksville.
A new year and a new adventure with the perfect Chevy to take you anywhere. With pure power unleashed and future-forward technology. Because every mile matters and every path leads to new possibilities. Get $5,250 total cash allowance on this Silverado. Plus, current Chevy owners and lessees get an additional $1,000 cash allowance when you purchase. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
I was injured by a big truck in Lafayette.
I'm attorney Gordon McKernan. No matter where or how you're injured here in Acadiana, your local hometown attorneys are ready to fight for you.
My local hometown attorney's got me $450,000.
Just call us. Get it done.
You're watching KLFY News 10, Acadiana's local news leader.
Today on Acadiana Live, find out what you need to keep an eye out for when donating to victims of the California wildfires. Plus, we talk about an anti-aging product, and Catholic Charities of Acadiana helps you donate to your local communities. Welcome to Acadiana Live. I'm Lainey Miller, filling in for Lydia Alcala. We have a lot in store for you today, but first, here are your Acadiana Live headlines. A 2025 Martin Luther King Jr. celebration will be held in Lafayette on Monday, January 20th at the MLK Recreation Center that's located on Cora Street. They'll have a flag presentation, prayer, breakfast, and health screenings. The festivities will begin at 8:30 a.m. and end at 6 p.m. In downtown Lafayette, the Art Walk will take place this Saturday. Join the Acadiana Center for the Arts to see a celebration of the artwork and legacy of George Lawley, a longtime professor of art at the University of Louisiana at Lafayette. This exhibition features artwork from across Lawley's lifetime, as well as the work of a number of his students and colleagues that he influenced over the course of his career. The Art Walk will conclude at 9 p.m. And join Liz Burke, Randy Gonzalez, and J. Bruce Fuller for an evening with Louisiana poets. It'll take place January 23rd at the Roy House beginning at 5:30 p.m. These three Louisiana poets explore life phases and adjusting to new environments in their acclaimed poetry collections. In this week's Acadiana Eats, News 10's Gerald Grunig takes us to Lafayette, the home of Great Harvest Bread Company. They show us how to put together their chimichurri roast beef sandwich and their cinnamon extreme.
854 Calais Saloon Road in Lafayette.
We are a bakery, cafe, and sandwich shop.
The home of Great Harvest Bread Company.
We are a made-from-scratch bakery if you needed to put in a nice, neat bow.
Great Harvest.
We are open Monday through Saturday.
Baking up delicious breads and more while serving up some one-of-a-kind.
7 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Today on Acadiana Eats, the team at Great Harvest.
We want people to leave better than when they came in, and that's just kind of the nuts and bolts of good customer service.
Showing me how they put together.
Preparing food for people is a labor of love. And so we want people to experience that when they come in. So we do our best to be high energy and leave people better than we found them.
Their chimichurri roast beef sandwich and their cinnamon extreme.
Acadiana Eats this week at Great Harvest Bread Company in Lafayette. The vibe's top-notch in this place. Acadiana, I'm ready to get back and see what's happening. Acadiana Eats, KLFY News 10. Let's go.
The chimichurri roast beef sandwich from Great Harvest is a house-made chimichurri sauce drizzled over roast beef with Swiss cheese, romaine lettuce, sliced tomato, and red onion, all served on house-made wheat.
Roast beef chimichurri from Great Harvest Bread Company on College Saloon. I just keep thinking about these sandwiches, maybe on a platter, a catering tray. Why not? Down the head. For those of y'all that don't know, growing up on top of my family's po' boy restaurant in New Orleans, one of my favorite memories as a kid is my mom and dad getting ready for a catering job and making some finger sandwiches. Well, just know, if mom and dad would have been putting together these roast beef, chimichurri, wheat, sliced bread sandwiches, there is no shot they would have made their way out the restaurant. Great Harvest Bread Company in Lafayette. That's a good sandwich, baby.
Great Harvest Bread Company Cinnamon Extreme is their signature sweet bread loaded with cinnamon, cinnamon chips, and brown sugar that's baked fresh daily.
Cinnamon Extreme, Great Harvest Bread Company in Lafayette, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Down the hatch. Ooh. 3 things I need to tell you about the Cinnamon Extreme bread from Great Harvest Bread Company in Lafayette. It comes in a loaf. It does not come sliced. If you like it sliced, it has to be done on special request. Number 2, all I keep thinking about is bringing a loaf of this bread home, maybe put some butter in a hot pan, getting it nice and warm. Lord have mercy. And number 3, I forgot to tell you that bread is absolutely delicious, so come and get it. All right, Acadiana, that's going to do it for this week's edition of Acadiana Eats at Great Harvest Bread Company in Lafayette. If you have not been, I cannot recommend this place enough. The staff, fantastic. The food, even better. Come and get it. That's going to do it for us. So until next time, along one day, Acadiana, we're going home with the cinnamon bread, too.
Coming up, find out what you need to keep an eye out for when donating to victims of the California wildfires. Plus, we speak with a lifestyle expert about an anti-aging product. And Catholic Charities of Acadiana is making it easy for you to give back to your community.
You're watching Acadiana Live, Acadiana's first and only lifestyle show.
I'm Heidi with LUS, and here are some tips to prepare your home in freezing weather. Disconnect and drain any outside water hoses. Do not drip or run water from your faucet. Cover outdoor faucets. Open cabinet doors under sinks to allow heat to circulate. For more tips, go to lus.org/coldweathertips.
I was injured by a big truck in Lafayette.
I was hurt on the job in Crowley.
A drunk driver rear-ended me in Jennings.
I'm attorney Gordon McKernan. No matter where or how you're injured here in Acadiana, your local hometown attorneys are ready to fight for you.
I got Gordon, and my local hometown attorneys got me $450,000.
$258,000.
$190,000.
Get Gordon, get it done.
Just call us. Get it done.
Call 999-9999.
Patients with lung disease require lots of physical therapy, lots of core exercises. We also offer pulmonary function testing, which majority of the time is done in a hospital setting, without having to go up elevators and parking, as it's easily accessible for patients who have lung disease. It takes just a couple of minutes. It makes a big difference in your testing.
Injured in a car wreck? Want to talk to a lawyer for free? Just call me now. I have lawyers standing by to take your call. We'll get to work right away to get you the most money you deserve. Call me now at 233-4200. If you know, you know.
The future of cool, comfortable sleep is here. Introducing the new Sleep Number Climate Cool Smart Bed. The only smart bed in the world that actively cools and effortlessly adjusts to both of you. Sleep up to 15 degrees cooler on each side. It actively cools by drawing warm air away from your body to keep you cool and comfortable throughout the night. Our smart sleepers get 28 minutes more restful sleep per night. It's our lowest price of the season on our most popular smart bed. Save $1,000 plus 0% interest for 48 months. Shop a Sleep Number store near you.
When it comes to the best specialty meats in Acadiana, one place keeps it cooking and has been for 30 years. Don's Specialty Meats. The award-winning boudin, original pork, smoked pork and seafood, and fresh pork and chicken crackers is served daily from open to close. Weekends are a hot spot for our famously known Saturday barbecue hamburgers and pork chop sandwiches, while Sunday serves fulfilling slow-cooked barbecue plate lunches. Visit Don's Specialty Meats in Scott or Karen Crow, open 7 days a week for a true Cajun experience to remember.
When storms hit, we are there to rebuild. As our neighbors age, we lighten their burdens. As our veterans adjust, we ease their transitions. We are Catholic Charities, and we are there. Join us at wearethere.us.
Hi, I'm Ken with LUS, and here's some winter conservation tips. Set your water heater to 120 degrees. Turn down your thermostat and bundle up. Set your ceiling fans to spin clockwise. For more tips, go to lus.org/coldweathertips.
Welcome back. Wildfires are currently active in California, and there may be some things to look out for when it comes to making donations to help those victims. Today we're here with Chris Babin from the Better Business Bureau to tell us what we need to look out for. Thanks for being here, Chris.
Sure, thanks for having me.
Okay, so are people impersonating these charities, or are they just bad charities? What's going on?
Well, you'll probably see a little bit of both. You know, when these mass things happen, that there's going to be a lot of charity events for them to help support survivors or recovery efforts or rescues. There's, scammers follow the headlines and they know what's going on. So what they're going to do is create, in some instances, fake charities, or they're just going to impersonate actual legitimate charities, and of course try to get you to collect or send your money to them so that they can support the cause. The problem is they have nothing to do with the cause itself. They just want to steal your money.
And so how are they doing this? Are they reaching out through email, calls, social media?
So in some instances we have had where they may call and solicit over the phone, telling you that they're involved with certain charity efforts or recovery efforts. We've seen this a lot with hurricanes. The reason we're talking about it today is for the wildfires in California. Scammers know these things are going on, and they're going to target consumers anywhere that they can find them. Online, social media is mostly the big one. You may get a phone call or a text message, but the biggest place to look out for is going to be online.
Okay, and so are they mainly targeting those bigger charities or local ones as well? Who are they impersonating more?
So sometimes a lot of times it's going to be the bigger ones. You may find the local charities, local organizations being impersonated as well. One of the things you want to make sure that you do, regardless of who you're donating funds to, is find out how they intend to use those funds. How's the organization going to use the funds themselves, and how do they plan to execute what they're saying they're going to do? And if you ask that question on the front end, a lot of times, these scammers, if you're speaking to somebody or you find what they have online, they're not able to give you that kind of information. They're just looking to make the money as quickly as they can. So some vetting on your end before you donate is a good thing to do.
And so what are some of those ways we can vet these charities?
Well, for one, you can look them up on give.org through the BBB. You can find out, we have a charity review process, so you can check out charities there. But if they're impersonating one of those charities, that won't do you much good. So find out if it is a legitimate charity, how do they want you to donate? You should be able to find a lot of that information, whether you contact them through a known phone number or their official website. And of course, be careful with crowdfunding sites as well. There's many pictures and videos and things online. It's not hard for scammers to create something that looks realistic and looks like it's actually a legitimate cause, and it's not.
So circling back one more time, since they do make it look legitimate, what are some of those red flags we should be looking out for?
Well, depending on how they want you to make the payments, if you send anything through Zelle or Cash App, although those are great applications, it's really hard to recover funds. The card you may use, if you're paying a scammer for a donation, consider that card compromised. So you're going to want, of course, to cancel that card so they can't take anything from you in the future. But again, like most things, is do your research. Figure out the best ways to donate funds, and you can always find great organizations. There's many of them. So if you want to help and be part of that, just make sure you find a reputable organization and donate through the known means to donate.
Okay, and can we find that on y'all's website? Is there any way we can really vet them?
Yes, you can go to bbb.org, find information there, or give.org if you're looking up charities, and find out what we've got to say about them as well.
Okay, just go to give.org or bbb.com to vet those charities before you donate. Thanks for being here, Chris.
Thanks.
So next on Acadiana Live, we speak with lifestyle expert Scott DeFalco to talk about Plexiderm and its anti-aging properties.
You're watching Acadiana Live, Acadiana's first and only lifestyle show.
News Nation, with affiliate KTLA, was the first cable news network on the scene.
The reach of Nexstar is one of the biggest assets that News Nation has.
With 6,000 journalists across the country, News Nation is there when you need to know.
I grew up operating heavy equipment on my family's farm, and I've had my commercial driver's license since I was 21. So when a client is injured by an 18-wheeler, I approach the case with a different perspective than most attorneys. I come from a place of personal experience. There's nothing the insurance company can say or do that I haven't seen. Maybe that's why the other guys stand on top of trucks, because they aren't qualified to sit behind the wheel. Call the Ward Earls at all cylinders.
The Storm Team 10 7-day forecast, sponsored by Southwest Louisiana Primary Health Care Center, with locations across Acadiana. Visit SWLPHC.org.
I was in stop-and-go traffic, and out of nowhere, I was hit by an 18-wheeler. I know what to do. I called Morris Bart, and he got me $150,000.
Over 40 years of winning, over $1 billion won. You know what to do.
New year means new deals at Boardlawn. Reclining sofa or love seat, your choice of color, $888 tax-free. A wingback rocker recliner in your choice of color, $688 tax-free. A queen Restonic memory foam mattress for $750 tax-free. And children's rockers and recliners starting at $140 tax-free.
And don't forget, take up to 12 months interest-free at Boardlawns of Crowley, Jennings, and Marksville.
You want to feel important. You want to be a part of something bigger, something that matters and can help change things.
We want to feel like we belong. We know. We felt that way too, and that's why we did something about it.
We aren't just Army National Guard soldiers.
We're normal people just like you.
And together, we can make a difference.
Take on your legacy. Visit NationalGuard.com to find out more.
When planning your next trip to the grocery store, consider this. Get what's on your list, then grab one extra for Acadiana families in need.
Mom, can we grab one extra?
For you, it's just one extra. But add it all up, and we can really make a difference in battling hunger throughout Acadiana. Buy local, help local. Scan the code for a list of participating grocery stores.
Anyone, anywhere can record crimes as they happen, and we're going to watch them right here. Watch iCrime.
Welcome back. We will turn things over to Lydia Alcala, who sat down with lifestyle expert Scott DeFalco to talk about Plexiderm and what it can do for you.
We have Scott DeFalco joining us today, talking all things Plexiderm. Scott, thank you so much for joining us.
Lydia, great to be with you. This product has taken social media and the country by storm. The last 8 years it's been on the market. It deals with all the key signs of aging, and I promise you and your viewers, when you use this product, you will look literally 10 to 20 years younger in less than 10 minutes.
Tell us exactly how it works.
Yeah, well, it's an in-the-moment, I need results now product. That is a complete topical serum, Lydia. So all you're going to do is take a small amount of Plexiderm, put it on a clean, dry face, wait 10 minutes, and the results are going to last up to 10 hours. And it deals with all the key signs of aging. Not just the number one reason why people originally turned to Plexiderm, which is the three-dimensional under eye bag. It's also the forehead lines, the crow's feet, and those pesky laugh lines people get around their mouth. And we have a montage of pictures here that we're going to show everyone because seeing is really believing. And in our first montage, Lydia, we have Laura, Penny, and Rose. And you can see with Penny especially, again, it was those laugh lines around her mouth that were the issue. But in the before and after, they are completely gone. And as amazing as it is on your screen, to be there and witness it in person like I was, it is absolutely mind-blowing. The reaction from them when they look in the mirror and just seeing it live is really unbelievable. But as you're witnessing right now, they're completely gone.
Some great results, and it takes the doctor out of the equation because you spend so much money to go see doctors and have work done, which is all, great to do for some people, but Plexiderm, it takes the doctors out of the equation.
Yes, and let me tell you, they're expensive, they're painful, those injections. There are three things in life I'm afraid of, Lydia. Sharks, snakes, and needles, okay? So, yeah, I don't want anything being stuck into my face. That is, majorly invasive for me. So, yeah, the number one reason why people love this product is that it's completely topical. And you can do it in the privacy of your own home. And you're seeing the results. And we're going to go to another montage of pictures with Samantha, Rita, and Maria, Lydia. And the thing I love about this montage is that they're all dealing with the same issue, okay? Under eye bags and dark circles, but there's a 25-year age gap with these ladies. And I get asked all the time, Scott, is this just for people in their 50s or 60s or 70s? I'm like, no. This can happen at any time in our lives. It depends on genetics, maybe lifestyle choices. It can happen to all of us, even in your 20s. And there's a 25-year age gap here between Samantha and Rita, but it did not matter, Lydia. As you can see, it got rid of the dark circles, got rid of the puffiness, and they look amazing.
But also men use this product.
Hey, Lydia, we want to look good, too. We're trying to catch up to you ladies.
Yes, I love it.
Right. Well, the reason why men love this product so much is that the fact that the serum, it goes right into your skin. It's like a smooth moisturizer. There's no chalky white residue. Most men don't wear makeup, and women that try to cover up these problem areas with makeup, the more they put on, the more it can enhance it. So in our montage of Don, Mona, and Carol, you see Don with the deep set forehead lines, and they literally are gone. And he's like, you could probably he's just a cool dude. Lydia, you know, he came in, he had his, like, you know, came in on his motorcycle, he's like, yeah, I got these things there, whatever. And he took a look in the mirror, and he's like, I can't say exactly what he said, but he was like, holy, you know what, man, this is amazing, you know? it was the funniest thing. It's in our info version, but it's really funny. But yeah, men make up a huge part of our customer fan base because, you know, in this day and age, all those adages of men using quote-unquote female products or, you know, skincare products, that's out the window. Men are looking as good as they've ever looked, and it's because of products like Plexaderm.